These past few days, two government moves echo deep constitutional questions about power, about independence, and whether our guardrails still hold. Since August 22nd, at least 25 countries, including Germany, the UK, Japan, and Australia, have paused or restricted parcels bound for the U.S. Why? Because the U.S. is ending its long-standing de minimis rule. That rule lets small, low-value goods enter duty-free. Millions of gifts, small business shipments, and online orders flowing daily. Now, starting August 29th, many of those shipments will face new duties, fees, and customs processing. And though Congress traditionally handles tariffs, this change came by presidential order. It's more than a shipping problem, though. It's a policy shift with global fallout. We've seen it before. In 1930, the Smoot Hawley tariff jacked up duties on hundreds of goods, and other countries retaliated, world trade collapsed, and the Depression deepened. In 1971, President Nixon announced a surprise 10% import surcharge called the Nixon shock. Allies were blindsided, and trade tensions spiked. Here's the thing, the Constitution gives Congress, not the President, the power to lay and collect duties and regulate commerce with foreign nations. And in Federalist Number 12, Alexander Hamilton warned, the prosperity of commerce is now perceived and acknowledged by all enlightened statesmen. In Number 11, he urged the U.S. to speak with one voice in trade, not reactively, not impulsively. Then came the second move. On August 25th, President Trump announced he was firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook over alleged mortgage improprieties. Cook refused to resign, pointing to the law that says Fed governors can only be removed for cause. That phrase, for cause, isn't just legalese. It's the firewall between a central bank and a political campaign. Back in 1935, the Supreme Court ruled in Humphrey's Executor that presidents can't remove independent board members without good reason, and the Fed, by design, is meant to be insulated from political pressure. Still, we've seen that pressure before. In the 1830s, Andrew Jackson crushed the second bank of the U.S., calling it a monster, and in the early 70s, once again, our friend Nixon leaned hard on Fed Chair Arthur Burns to keep interest rates low before the election. He famously said, "I know there's the myth of the autonomous Fed." What followed was inflation and a loss of trust in monetary policy that took years to repair. Two moves, one bundle of dates, some on the weekend, some beginning this week, and one reshapes how the world trades with us, the other challenges the independence of our money supply. Both stretch the reach of executive power. Both test whether the constitutional boundaries still mean something. James Madison in Federalist Number 51 wrote, "Ambition must be made to counteract ambition. But that only works if we see the ambition when it shows up, even when it arrives quietly. Not every breach comes loud. Some arrive in legalese, or in a package that never shows up, or a name quietly removed from a boardroom, or a list." Think on these things, because our history, then and now, still speaks.